Hey, beautiful soul. I want to share something with you today that completely transformed my relationship with money and abundance. And I know you might be skeptical right now. Maybe you've tried visualization before. Maybe you've read all the books. Maybe you're tired of empty promises. But stay with me here, because what I'm about to share isn't just another think positive and money will appear story. This is about understanding the fundamental energy of abundance that's already flowing around you, through you, and within you right now. This is about removing the invisible barriers you've built between yourself and the prosperity that wants to find you. You see, I used to believe that wanting money made me shallow, that somehow, if I focused on financial abundance, I was less spiritual, less worthy, less evolved. I carried this story that money was the root of all evil, that rich people were greedy, that I had to choose between being a good person and being financially free. And let me tell you, that story kept me broke, stressed, and resentful for years. But then something shifted. I realized that money isn't good or evil. It's neutral energy. It's a tool, and when you understand how to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the flow of abundance, everything changes. The energy of money, understanding what you're really working with. Before we dive into the practical steps, I need you to understand something crucial. Money is energy. Just like everything else in this universe, your thoughts, your emotions, your body, the air you breathe, money operates on energetic frequencies. When you're in resistance to money, when you're afraid of it, ashamed of wanting it, or convinced you're not worthy of it, you're literally creating energetic static. You're broadcasting on a frequency that repels the very thing you desire. But when you shift into alignment, when you truly understand that abundance is your natural state, that prosperity wants to flow to you and through you, you become a magnet for opportunities, ideas, and yes, money. I want to share Sarah's story with you. Sarah was a single mom, working 2 jobs, barely making ends meet. She had 47 in her checking account and was 3 days away from having her electricity shut off. She felt hopeless, defeated, like the universe had forgotten about her. But Sarah made a decision that changed everything. She decided to stop fighting against money and start flowing with it. She began to see herself not as someone who struggles with money, but as someone who money flows to easily and naturally. Within 2 weeks, she received an unexpected tax refund she'd forgotten about. A week after that, a friend offered her a higher-paying position at their company. Within 2 months, Sarah had not only caught up on all her bills, but had saved more money than she'd had in years. What changed? Her energy, her frequency, her relationship with abundance, rewriting your money story. Right now, I want you to take a moment and honestly examine the stories you tell yourself about money. What did your parents say about money when you were growing up? What beliefs did you absorb from your family, your community, your culture? Maybe you heard things like, money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. Money is the root of all evil. You have to work hard for every penny. There's never enough. These aren't just casual statements. They're programming. They're energetic imprints that have been shaping your financial reality for years, maybe decades. But here's the beautiful truth. You have the power to rewrite these stories right now. Money doesn't care about your past. Money doesn't care about your mistakes. Money doesn't care about your family's history or your current circumstances. Money is simply energy looking for alignment, and when you provide that alignment, it flows. Let me tell you about Michael. Michael grew up in poverty, watching his parents fight about money constantly. He internalized the belief that money causes pain, that it destroys relationships, that good people don't pursue wealth. For years, every time Michael started making more money, something would happen. An unexpected expense, a job loss, a health crisis. Something would always bring him back to struggling. He couldn't understand why he kept self-sabotaging. Then Michael realized that deep down, he believed money would make him like his angry, stressed parents. So his subconscious mind kept protecting him from becoming someone he didn't want to be. When Michael consciously chose to redefine wealth, to see it as freedom, as the ability to help others, as a tool for creating positive change, everything shifted. He stopped unconsciously sabotaging his success and started allowing prosperity to flow into his life. Within 6 months, Michael had doubled his income. Within a year, he'd started his own business. Within 2 years, he was financially free and using his wealth to support causes he cared about. The difference wasn't in his circumstances, it was in his story, the science of abundance thinking. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this sounds too woo-woo, where's the practical stuff? And I get it. But here's what's fascinating. Modern neuroscience actually backs up what spiritual traditions have known for thousands of years. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system, WRAS. This is the part of your brain that filters information, deciding what's important enough for your conscious mind to notice. When you're focused on lack, struggle, and financial stress, your RAS filters reality to show you more evidence of lack. You notice every bill, every expense, every reason why you can't afford something. You become hyper-aware of all the ways money is flowing away from you. But when you shift your focus to abundance, gratitude, and financial flow, your RAS starts showing you opportunities. You notice the money that comes to you. You spot chances to increase your income. You become aware of resources you didn't see before. This isn't magical thinking. It's neuroscience. Your brain literally creates your reality by choosing what to focus on. And here's the really powerful part. Your emotions create neural pathways. When you feel genuinely grateful for money, when you feel excited about abundance, when you feel worthy of prosperity, you're literally rewiring your brain for financial success. Daily practices for abundance alignment. All right, let's get into the practical stuff. I'm going to share with you the exact daily practices that have helped thousands of people shift their financial reality. These aren't complicated or time-consuming, but they are powerful when practiced consistently. Morning abundance meditation, 10 minutes. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you start thinking about your to-do list, I want you to spend 10 minutes aligning with abundance. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes, and take 5 deep breaths. With each exhale, release any stress or worry about money. With each inhale, breathe in gratitude and possibility. Now, I want you to visualize money flowing to you easily and naturally, but don't just see it, feel it. Feel the excitement of receiving unexpected money. Feel the relief of having more than enough. Feel the joy of being able to help others because you're financially abundant. Imagine checking your bank account and seeing more money than you expected. Feel that surge of happiness and gratitude. Imagine receiving a check in the mail, getting a raise, discovering money you'd forgotten about. Let yourself feel genuinely excited and grateful for these experiences. The key here is emotion. Your subconscious mind responds to feeling, not just thinking. When you can genuinely feel grateful for money that hasn't arrived yet, you're sending a powerful signal to the universe that you're ready to receive. Gratitude for current abundance. Throughout the day, I want you to practice what I call abundance recognition. This means consciously noticing and appreciating all the ways money and abundance are already flowing in your life. When you buy coffee, instead of focusing on the money leaving your account, focus on your ability to afford this small luxury. Feel grateful that money flowed to you so that it could flow through you. When you pay bills, instead of resenting the expense, appreciate what those bills represent. Your electricity bill means you have power, light, and comfort. Your rent or mortgage payment means you have shelter and security. Your car payment means you have transportation and freedom. This isn't about pretending bills don't matter or that money doesn't matter. It's about shifting your energetic relationship with money from resistance to flow. Evening abundance review. Before you go to sleep, spend 5 minutes reviewing your day from an abundance perspective. Ask yourself, what money came to me today? Include your salary, tips, refunds, found coins, anything. What opportunities did I notice? How did I feel abundant today? What am I grateful for financially? Even if it's just the fact that you had food to eat and a place to sleep, Acknowledge the abundance that's already present in your life, shifting limiting beliefs in real time. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road. Throughout your day, you're going to notice limiting thoughts about money popping up. Your old programming is going to try to reassert itself. This is normal. It's actually a sign that you're changing, and your subconscious mind is trying to keep you safe by maintaining familiar patterns. When you catch yourself thinking thoughts like, "I can't afford that," "I never have enough money," "Rich people are selfish," "I'm not good with money," I want you to immediately pause and reframe. Here are some powerful reframes you can use. Instead of, "I can't afford that," say, "That's not a priority for me right now," or "I'm choosing to spend my money on other things." Instead of, "I never have enough money," say, "Money flows to me easily and I always have what I need." Instead of, "Rich people are selfish," say, "Wealthy people have more resources to help others and create positive change." Instead of, "I'm not good with money," say, "I'm learning to manage money wisely and I'm getting better every day." The key is catching these thoughts quickly and consciously choosing a different story. You're literally rewiring your brain, creating new neural pathways that support abundance instead of lack. The power of acting as if. One of the most powerful tools in abundance creation is something I call acting as if. This doesn't mean spending money you don't have or living beyond your means. It means embodying the energy of someone who is financially abundant. How would someone with abundant money move through the world? How would they make decisions? How would they treat themselves and others? Maybe they'd buy organic groceries without checking prices on every item. Maybe they'd tip generously. Maybe they'd invest in their education or personal growth without agonizing over the cost. Start incorporating small as-if behaviors into your daily life. If you're at the coffee shop and normally get the small coffee to save money, occasionally upgrade to the medium. If you usually buy the generic brand, sometimes choose the name brand. If you never buy flowers for yourself, surprise yourself with a small bouquet. These small acts send a powerful message to your subconscious. I am someone who deserves nice things. I am someone who money flows to. I am someone who can afford small luxuries. And here's what's beautiful. As you embody this energy consistently, reality starts to match your vibration, creating your prosperity plan. Now, I want to be clear about something important. Abundance thinking isn't about sitting around waiting for money to magically appear. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with prosperity. While you're doing the inner work, the mindset shifts, the visualizations, the gratitude practices, you also need to be taking inspired action in the physical world. This might mean updating your resume and applying for better-paying jobs, starting a side business or freelance work, learning new skills that increase your earning potential, negotiating a raise at your current job, looking for ways to reduce unnecessary expenses, investing in your financial education. The key word here is inspired. When you're aligned with abundance, action feels good. It feels exciting and expansive rather than desperate and contractive. You'll find yourself naturally drawn to opportunities. You'll feel confident asking for that raise. You'll have ideas for side businesses that actually excite you. You'll make financial decisions from a place of wisdom rather than fear, working with resistance and setbacks. Let's be real for a moment. This journey isn't always smooth. There will be days when the old programming feels stronger. There will be times when external circumstances challenge your new abundance mindset. Maybe you'll get an unexpected bill. Maybe you'll lose a source of income. Maybe you'll make a financial mistake. When this happens, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean abundance thinking doesn't work. It means you're human, and you're in the process of creating lasting change. During these challenging moments, here's what I want you to remember. First, this is temporary. Whatever financial challenge you're facing right now is not your permanent reality. You have the power to change your circumstances. Second, how you respond to challenges is actually more important than the challenges themselves. If you react with panic, despair, and negative thinking, you're reinforcing the old patterns. But if you can stay centered, trust the process, and continue focusing on solutions rather than problems, you're strengthening your abundance muscle. Third, often what looks like a setback is actually a redirection. Maybe losing that job leads to a better opportunity. Maybe that unexpected expense forces you to find a new income stream that ends up being more profitable than your old one. I remember when Lisa, one of my clients, got laid off from her corporate job. She was devastated. She had bills to pay, a family to support, and no idea what she was going to do next. But instead of spiraling into panic, Lisa used her abundance practices. She visualized herself in an even better situation. She felt grateful for the opportunity to find something more aligned with her values. She took inspired action, networking, and exploring new possibilities. Within 2 months, Lisa had not only found a new job but had started consulting on the side. Within 6 months, her consulting income had grown enough that she could leave her new job and work for herself full-time. Within a year, she was earning more than she ever had in corporate. The layoff that seemed like a disaster was actually the catalyst for creating her dream life. The ripple effect of abundance. Here's something beautiful that happens when you truly align with abundance. It doesn't just change your financial situation, it transforms every area of your life. When you stop operating from fear and scarcity, you make better decisions in your relationships. You stop tolerating situations that don't serve you. You start investing in your health, your personal growth, your dreams. When you believe you're worthy of financial abundance, you also believe you're worthy of love, respect, and happiness. When you trust that money flows to you easily, you also trust that good things are meant for you in all areas of life. You become more generous, not just with money, but with your time, energy, and love. Because when you know abundance is unlimited, you don't hoard, you share freely, knowing that giving creates space for more to flow in. You become more creative, more innovative, more willing to take positive risks. Because you're not operating from survival mode, you have mental and emotional bandwidth for growth and expansion. You inspire others simply by your example. When people see you living abundantly, confidently, generously, they start to believe it's possible for them too. Advanced abundance techniques. As you become more comfortable with the basic practices, you can start incorporating some more advanced techniques. Abundance anchoring. Choose a physical gesture, maybe pressing your thumb and forefinger together or placing your hand on your heart, and use it every time you feel genuinely grateful for money or abundance. Over time, this gesture becomes an anchor that instantly puts you in an abundant state of mind. You can use it before important financial conversations, when paying bills, or whenever you need to shift your energy around money. Future self visualization. Spend time visualizing and connecting with your future self, the version of you who is already living in financial abundance. What does this person wear? How do they spend their days? What kind of home do they live in? How do they move through the world? Have conversations with this future self. Ask for advice about financial decisions. Feel the confidence and peace that comes from knowing you've already achieved your goals. The more real you can make this future self, the more your current self will start naturally making choices that align with that reality. Abundance journaling. Keep a journal specifically for abundance. Write down every piece of money that comes to you, no matter how small. Write down opportunities you notice. Write down synchronicities and signs that abundance is flowing. Also use this journal to explore and release limiting beliefs. When you notice resistance around money, write about it. Where does this belief come from? Is it actually true? What would you prefer to believe instead? Regular writing helps you process the emotional aspects of financial transformation and track your progress over time. Dealing with other people's energy. As you start shifting your relationship with money, you might notice that not everyone in your life is supportive of your changes. Some people might make comments about your new attitude or suggest that you're being unrealistic. This is normal, and it's important not to let other people's limiting beliefs pull you back down. Remember, most people have their own complicated relationships with money, and your success might trigger their insecurities. You don't need to convince anyone else that abundance thinking works. You don't need to defend your practices or explain your beliefs. Simply continue focusing on your own growth and let your results speak for themselves. Surround yourself with people who support your journey. This might mean finding new friends who share your abundance mindset. Or it might mean spending less time with people who constantly complain about money or discourage your dreams. Your energy is precious. Protect it by being selective about who you share your financial goals and practices with, creating multiple streams of abundance. As your abundance mindset strengthens, you'll naturally start noticing more opportunities to create income and wealth. This isn't about hustling or grinding, it's about recognizing and acting on inspired opportunities. Maybe you'll notice that you have a skill people would pay for. Maybe you'll get an idea for a side business. Maybe you'll discover an investment opportunity that excites you. The key is staying open and aware. When you're aligned with abundance, opportunities are everywhere. Your job is to notice them and take inspired action. Don't feel like you need to pursue every opportunity that comes your way. Trust your intuition. The right opportunities will feel expansive and exciting rather than stressful and overwhelming. The compound effect of consistent practice. Here's what I want you to understand about this journey. Small, consistent actions create massive results over time. You don't need to transform your entire financial reality overnight. You just need to show up every day with your practices, your new beliefs, and your commitment to growth. Every time you choose gratitude over complaining, you're building your abundance muscle. Every time you visualize prosperity, you're rewiring your brain. Every time you take inspired action, you're creating momentum. Some days you'll feel like you're making huge progress. Other days it might feel like nothing is happening. Both are normal parts of the process. Trust that every single practice, every positive thought, every moment of alignment is contributing to your transformation. Most people give up too soon. They try abundance thinking for a week or two, don't see immediate dramatic results, and conclude it doesn't work. But real, lasting change takes time to build. Commit to practicing these principles for at least 90 days. Give yourself the gift of consistency. I promise you that if you show up every day with genuine commitment, your financial reality will begin to shift in ways that will surprise and delight you. Your new financial identity. As we near the end of our time together, I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine that 1 year from today, you're looking back on this moment as the turning point in your financial life. Imagine that you're living with more financial peace, freedom, and abundance than you've ever experienced. Imagine that money flows to you easily, that you make financial decisions from wisdom rather than fear, that you're able to be generous with yourself and others. This isn't fantasy. This is your potential reality, but it requires that you make a decision right now, a decision to release the old stories, embrace the new beliefs, and commit to the practices that will get you there. You are not broken when it comes to money. You don't need to be fixed. You simply need to remember your natural state of abundance and align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that truth. Money is not the enemy. Wanting money doesn't make you shallow or greedy. Money is energy, and like all energy, it wants to flow. When you remove the blocks and resistance, when you open yourself to receiving, when you truly believe you're worthy of abundance, that's when the magic happens. Your commitment to change. Before we part ways, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Not to me, not to anyone else, but to the part of you that knows you deserve financial abundance. I commit to practicing daily abundance alignment for at least 90 days, catching and reframing limiting money beliefs as they arise, taking inspired action toward my financial goals, treating myself as someone worthy of prosperity, staying open to unexpected opportunities and income streams, trusting the process even when results aren't immediate, surrounding myself with positive energy and supportive people. Write this commitment down. Put it somewhere you'll see it every day. Let it be a reminder of the journey you're beginning. And remember, you don't have to do this perfectly. You just have to do it consistently. Every day is a new opportunity to align with abundance. Every moment is a chance to choose different thoughts, different feelings, different actions. The abundant life you desire isn't just possible, it's your birthright. You don't have to earn your way to worthiness. You don't have to prove you deserve prosperity. You simply have to accept it as your natural state and allow it to unfold. The universe is conspiring in your favor. Money is looking for you right now. Abundance wants to find you. Your job is simply to say yes, to open your arms wide, and to receive what's already yours. Your journey to financial freedom and abundance starts now. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust that everything you need is already within you and around you. You've got this, and I believe in you completely. Welcome to your abundant life.